Well, dear students, welcome to Sheikh Sir's online classes, YouTube classes. Today we'll start up the NEET and CET MCQs of biotechnology principles and process. You all very well know this chapter is the fourth chapter in the unit called Biology in Human Welfare. After this, I have one chapter to be completed, that is biotechnology and its applications. I will be doing it later. So let's start with the first chapter of biotechnology. That's you all very well know. It is nothing but biotechnology principles and processes. It deals with the techniques. Now, the very first question that is based on recombinant DNA technology. I told you recombinant DNA technology is known as genetic engineering at your level. And later it may be slightly variation you come across when you go to research level. But at your level, genetic engineering, recombinant DNA technology, gene cloning, all can be used as synonyms of each other. Fine. Okay. So first question goes like this. Biotechnology deals with techniques of using which of the following to produce product and processes useful to humans. So what are used here? He's asking very simple question. Easily you can answer. A. Enzyme from organisms. Of course, it's correct. B. Live organisms. Live organisms are also utilized fine in many of the processes, and enzymes also are utilized from many of the processes. C says vitamins. D option is both A and B. This is the correct option. That is both A and B is the correct answer over here. Next question. Biotechnology mainly uses GMOs. A. GMO. What do you mean by GMO? Genetically modified organism. B. Bacteria. C. Virus. And D. Animals. Biotechnology mainly applies genetically modified organism. That is nothing but GMOs. Fine. Genetically modified organisms. Fine. It also uses viruses, bacteria, and animals for its purposes. But here one adverb is there. That is mainly word. Mainly uses genetically modified organisms, because they are the desired organisms, whatever based on the principle, based on the aim of the procedure, those organisms have been modified, altered genetically so that they can be suitably used. Next question. Select the process or technique included under biotechnology. A. IVF, that is nothing but test tube baby. B. Gene synthesis. C. Developing DNA vaccine. Fine. D. All of these. Fine. Here the answer is all of these. IVF it is also used in case of when we say IVF. Fine. IVF in vitro fertilization, test tube baby, you directly your mind goes towards the human baby. That's what you have studied in fourth chapter. So here it deals with that also, and also with some of the animals. Fine. Transgenic animal, to create transgenic animals, one of the part of the procedure. Gene synthesis also. Fine. Clear. Then developing DNA vaccine also. DNA vaccine, specific vaccines. Fine. So all of these. Next, which of the following is true about EFB definition of biotechnology? It includes traditional views. Of course, correct. Fine. What is EFB? You might be knowing, European Federation of Biology. B. It includes modern molecular biotechnology. Yes, of course, correct. C. Definition is the integration of natural science and organisms, cells, parts thereof, and molecular analogs for products and services. This is the main definition, approved definition by EFB in 1919, and 1920 it was considered as a separate branch of biology. Both A and B also, it includes traditional view also correct. It includes modern molecular biology or modern molecular biotechnology also correct. Thereby here the answer D stands as answer. There is nothing but all of these. Next, which of the following can be biotechnological products? What are the products? Fine. Antibiotics, of course, correct. Antibiotics are produced. Vaccines are produced. Enzymes are also produced. Thereby, option again D, option answer, all of these. Next question. Select the false statement from the following. False statement you have to select. Genetic engineering includes techniques to alter chemistry of genetic material, that is DNA and RNA. Of course, very much correct. B. Sexual reproduction is more advantageous than asexual reproduction because crossing over with their exchange of genetic material or DNA genes will be there. Of course, very much correct, because we can overcome inbreeding depressions. All those aspects you have learned, so that statement also correct. Genetic engineering allows us to introduce desirable set of genes without the undesirable gene into the target organism. What is it? Genetic engineering allows us to introduce desirable, which is beneficial, which is more useful set of genes in place of undesirable harmful genes can be removed, disease causing genes can be removed. In that place, desirable, useful, more advantageous genes can be added. This statement is also correct. So above statements A, B, C are correct. We have to find out the incorrect statement, false statement here as per the question. Let's concentrate. D option, plasmid is autonomously replicating linear extra chromosomal DNA. Plasmid autonomously self-replicating, we have told you autonomously is of course correct, replicating, but here he says linear, which is wrong, whereas plasmid is nothing but extra chromosomal self-replicating double-stranded bacterial DNA is what is known as plasmid. Here he says linear is not linear, it's always circular. Thereby option D is the false statement, incorrect statement, and the right answer. Clear? Next question. Multiplication of alien DNA in organism requires what? It requires ROP. What is ROP? Proteins for replication. You know, ORI refers to origin of replication. Fine. Site of origin of replication. Stop codon. TATA box, TATA box. Fine. You all know it is nothing but ORA, origin of replication. Fine. Is needed here. So moving on to next question. That is question number 8. We can cut DNA with the help of. To cut DNA, what we use? DNase? No. RNase? No. Knife? No. It is what we use here is restriction endonucleases, what we commonly call as RENs. Fine. Hint 2 is the first restriction endonucleases, what we commonly call as restriction endonucleases. They are also known as restriction enzymes. They are also known as molecular scissors, molecular knives. Fine. All those various names, but they refer to same. There's nothing but restriction endonucleases. They are used to cut the DNA sequences. Fine. For making GMO, that is genetically modified organism, the 3 basic steps that are required are: A. Identification of DNA with the desirable gene, of course correct. Introduction of identified DNA into the host, it's also correct. Maintenance of introduced DNA in the host and transfer of the DNA to its progeny, also to be maintained. Hence, all the above 3 statements are very much required to make GMOs. Hence, the option D, all of these is correct. Next, who isolated antibiotic resistant gene from Salmonella typhimurium in 1972? 1972, the first persons to be isolated this is nothing but Stanley Cohen and Herbert Boyer. We might have told you during explanation. A. Jacob and Monod, they have done other experiment in molecular biology. Osborne and Bolivar, fine. Bolivar Rodriguez, we have told you about plasmids, fine. Clear? Then Stanley Cohen and Herbert Boyer are the people who isolated antibiotic resistance gene from the strain of Salmonella typhimurium. In 8th chapter we have studied Salmonella typhi causes typhoid, Mary Mellon, fine, all those things. Next question. Which diagram correctly represent the cutting of both strands? Which diagram correctly represent the cutting of both strands of DNA by EcoR1? What is EcoR1? E. coli restriction 1 enzyme. Here 4 diagrams have been shown over here. Fine, wherein so EcoR1 is a specific enzyme. You all know that it all these restriction endonucleases cut on the palindromic sequence. Fine, you all know. So GAATTC is a classical palindromic sequence. We have told you in the class also, in the NCERT book also it is there by EcoR1. Thereby it is shown here GAATTC, and on this side also GAATTC. This is the palindromic sequence which is correctly shown, cut by EcoR1. In other diagrams it is not palindromic, fine, and they have not matched it properly also. So thereby you can remember EcoR1, GAATTC. Next question. Hint 2 recognizes a specific sequence of how many base pairs? How many base pairs? Hint 2 recognizes a specific sequence of how many base pairs? Fine. You have to recall here the diagram of plasmid. Fine. Whichever we have shown in the whatever we have shown in the PBR 322 plasmid we have shown. Thereby hint 2 recognizes 6 restriction sites or specific sites or binding sites. Next one. The sequence recognized by restriction endonuclease. Which are those? Fine. A, ORI, it cannot be, origin of replication. So B, recognition sequence, correct. Palindromic sequence, it's also known as recognition sequence, also correct. Palindromic sequence, also correct. It is also known as, fine, clear. Recognition site, also correct. Recognition sequence, also correct. Fine. So thereby option D, both B and C are correct. Moving on to next questions. Fine. Select the incorrect statement. Again, you have to select the incorrect, wrong statement you have to select. So concentrate more. First A, more than 900 restriction enzymes have been isolated from over 230 strains of bacteria. Correct statement, because from each strain of bacteria many enzymes have been obtained. That's why they are serially labeled as Roman 1, 2, 3, like that. So more than 900 enzymes have so far have been obtained from just 230 strains of bacteria. Correct statement. Next, in the year 1963, the two enzymes responsible for restricting the growth of bacteriophage in Escherichia coli were isolated. That's also correct. Fine. Bacteriophage, growth of the bacteriophage in E. coli were isolated in 1963, and the two enzymes responsible for this also correct. Next one, some key tools, recombinant DNA technology are the key tools for recombinant DNA technology are restriction enzymes, correct. Polymerase enzyme, also correct. Ligase, correct. Vector, correct. And the host root organism, also correct. Why we require all this? Restriction endonucleases are required for cutting of the genes or of the DNA clear. Then these polymerase enzymes, restriction enzymes are used, polymerases, to make many copies of the same. And then ligase, you all very well know, these are the enzymes used for joining. Vectors, through which we have to insert, this is also used. Host organism also required. Fine. So all these are required. All this is the correct statement. The next statement what he says over here is D option. EcoR1 cut the DNA between bases A and T only when the sequence is GAATTC is present in the DNA. Clear? It's A and T in the previous diagram we have seen here. Fine. Clear? It cuts at the A here also. It cuts at the A here also, and cuts at the A here also. Clear? But whereas he says in this statement, he is saying that EcoR1 cuts at the base A and T, so thereby this stands as the wrong statement, false statement, thereby the correct answer option D. Moving on to next question. In EcoR1, R stands for, he is asking what do you mean by R? Eco, E, genus, Escherichia, CO, coli. Fine. Then R is a strain, I have told you. Then followed by Roman numbers. So A, genus, no. B, species, no. C, strain is the correct option. D, restriction enzyme. Fine. Clear. Next one. In EcoR1, Co stands for, very simple, just now we told you it is nothing but species of the E. coli. Then what is B in the figure? In the diagram here, they have given a diagram, and what they have labeled B here. He is asking what exactly is B, which is labeled as, which step is labeled as B here. So B step is this one. So from this to here, this is nothing but the recombinant DNA technology diagram. Whatever is there in NCERT book, same diagram has been used here. So this process from here to here is what is known as transformation. What is known as transformation. In genetics chapter also you might have studied about the Griffith. I have a link to that also. So during explanation you might be remembering transformation, not a transduction or conjugation, or in case of vector DNA. This step from this to here, this is recombinant DNA. After that what happens? Transformation takes place. Then whichever they have, fine, the transformed cells. Clear? Transformed cells. I hope it's clear. Next. Moving on to the next question, that is 18th question. Restriction enzymes breaks. What he breaks is asking A, glycosidic bonds or linkages, no. B, H bonds, no. C, sugar phosphate linkage, of course correct. That's what is there, where these restriction enzymes work on the palindromic sequence, sugar phosphate linkages of the DNA molecule. So option C is correct there. Next, the sequence recognized by EcoR1. Just now we told you, many a times we told you, it is nothing but GAATC, TTCC, and from 5' to 3' or from 3' to 5', it is GAATTC. So option A is correct. In other they have shown wrongly. Fine. So EcoR1, next question. EcoR1 cuts palindromic sequence which produces overhanging stretches called sticky ends. You might have heard about this. We have told you sticky ends on the each strand. So these are named sticky because what is the reason why they have named as sticky ends? A, they can combine with any DNA. No. B option, they form hydrogen bonds with their complementary. This word is very much important here. Based on this only you can answer. So the sticky ends, why they are known as sticky ends? They form hydrogen bonds with their complementary counterpart. Counterpart means the other part. So B option is the correct so far. Let's see the next option. They facilitate the action of enzymes, DNA ligase. Wrong. So here B option is the correct answer. Why they are known as sticky ends? Because they form hydrogen bonds with their complementary counterpart DNA molecule. Next, the extraction of DNA from a gel piece is known as, we have told you, I have given the definition also, it is known as elution, it is known as gel elution. What is known as? Spooling, where combining. Age is nothing but acrylamide gel electrophoresis. And annealing, you all know, annealing is nothing but cutting. In the PCR we have seen. So elution, it is known as gel elution. The extraction of DNA from the piece of the gel, where you come across that part of the DNA, along with the gel part, you cut it and preserve. This process of extracting the gene or the DNA along with the gel content is what is known as gel elution. Next question. The fragmented DNA can be visualized by staining DNA with, you all know, I have told you, it is ETBR. Shortly I have told you the full form also. Ethidium bromide, I told you it is carcinogenous. How we have to use, I have told you in the class. So the fragmented DNA can be visualized by staining DNA with ethidium bromide. Where do you visualize it? Under UV rays. Under UV rays. NaBr, sodium bromide, fine. NaCl, sodium chloride. Ethylene bromide, it is ETBr, ethidium bromide, carcinogen, clear. And also it has very dangerous disadvantages. That's why carefully with gloves and with separate micropipette you have to transfer. I have told you the story of that, how we have done. Next, for cloning of foreign DNA, it is attached with ORI gene of vector which controls. What do you mean by ORI? He is asking very simple. A, replication. B, copy number of replicating DNA. C, both A and B. And D, none of these. So what is the answer? Both A and that is replication, and as well as copy number of the replicating DNA will be controlled by ORI site. That's nothing but origin of replication. Next question. Find out the true statement here. We have to select the true statement. A, ORI means origin of transcription. Absolutely wrong. B, some bacterial cell may have copy number of plasmid that varies from 15 to 100. It's a correct option so far. B is over. C, vector should have many recognition sites for commonly used restriction enzyme so that alien DNA can attach to any one of the site easily. Fine. Vector DNA should not have many recognition sites, whereas the plasmid should have many recognition sites. Clear? So that's wrong. TETR, what is that? Tetracycline resistant gene in PBR322 can be cleaved by PVU1 and PST1. It's not that tetracycline resistant gene. That's not tetracycline. That is the ampicillin resistant gene. So this statement is also wrong. So far we have come across one statement that is true, is nothing but B option. That is, I repeat, some bacterial cell may have a copy number of plasmid that varies from 15 to 100. It means those many plasmids you can obtain from a cell. Which of the following antibiotic resistant gene are used as selectable marker for E. coli? A, chloramphenicol, correct. B, tetracycline, also correct. Kanamycin, also correct. Ampicillin, also correct. Many can be used here for E. coli. So thereby option D, all of these are correct. Next, if alien DNA is introduced using SAL1, actually it is SAL and one Roman here shown. Fine. Try to understand here. SAL, SAL1, salmonella from obtained from that. SAL1 in PBR322, then transferment will grow on. Try to understand. If alien DNA, foreign DNA is introduced in SAL1 in PBR322, clear? In PBR322, the transferments will grow on. Where? Because this SAL1 will work on ampicillin resistance gene. So answer is A, ampicillin resistance gene. Ampicillin. Select the incorrect matching. A, PBR322, E. coli cloning vector, correctly matched. EcoR1, CLA1, HIND3, all are restriction enzymes, correctly matched. C. ROP, there is nothing but proteins for replication. Here he says protein involved in the replication of the plasmid. D. PCR, technique in which multiple copies of the gene or DNA of interest is synthesized in vitro. Clear? So option C, incorrect matching. Next, moving on to next question. Some more questions we'll discuss. Around 40. Select the incorrect statement. Again, you have to select the incorrect statement here. A. Selection of recombinants due to inactivation of antibiotic is a cumbersome procedure. Cumbersome means very tedious procedure, very lengthy procedure. Cumbersome, which requires more time, is what is known as cumbersome procedure. Correct statement. B. Insertional inactivation of beta carotenosidase leads to colorless colonies. That's what we call as non-transformants, colorless colonies. Correct statement. C. Insertional inactivation of beta carotenosidase leads to blue color colonies. When we say this is correct, so this is wrong. So thereby incorrect statement is option C. Next. Which vector is used to deliver gene in animal cell? Retroviruses. Fine. B. Disarmed retroviruses. This is the better option. We have told you as disarmed pathogens. TI plasmid, E. coli. TI plasmid is used in plants, E. coli is used in microorganisms, retroviruses in animals, but here says here disarmed retroviruses. I have told you disarmed pathogens are nothing but handicapped, like fine, gun is there but that person don't have hands. I have told you I've given you the example so that you can understand what you mean by disarmed. So disarmed pathogens or disarmed retroviruses are used. Next, to make bacterium competent, that is transformation with recombinant DNA, we use what? He is asking. A. Specific concentration of calcium ions, correct. Then heat shock up to 42 degrees Celsius, also correct. I have told you this, fine. The whole experiment you have learned. So both A and B are correct options. Next question. By which method is a recombinant DNA directly placed in nucleus of animal cell? A. Gene gun method, biologistic method, fine. B. Heat shock. C. Calcium chloride method. D. Micro injection. What is that? Most suitable, very easy in animal cell is micro injection. I have told you it is done by visualizing under microscope. Next, the way to introduce alien DNA into host cell includes disarmed pathogens, correct. Biologistic or gene gun method, also correct. Micro injection, also correct. Fine. All of these is the correct answer. Next question. Moving on to 33rd question. Which method is suitable for transferring an alien DNA into plant cell? Which here he says calcium chloride. A. B. Biologistic or gene gun method. C. Micro infection and heat shock method. For plants, fine, clear. Biologistic method or gene gun method, and also TI plasmid is used here. Next figure given for question number 34 and 35. This is the diagram of plasmid PBr322. You all know that. So this is nothing but EcoR1, restriction enzyme nuclease, CLA1, Hnd3, BOMH1, Bacillus amyloliquefaciens, Hnd3, Haemophilus influenza. Fine. A, B they have labeled here. So they might be asking about this most probably. So here PVU1, fine, PST1, clear. All these are the enzymes. Restriction enzyme A is, what is A? He is asking here. Restriction enzyme A works on here. So there is nothing but PST1 is already shown here. PVU1, clear. PVU2 here is the option. Full form I'll let you know. Clear. Next question. In the 35th question, E, they have shown E here. This E. He is asking what is this E stands for. So when BOMH1 is here, it's easy to recognize that it is nothing but tetracycline resistant gene. So answer option B. He says A. ampicillin resistant gene, B. tetracycline resistant gene, C. chloramphenicol, and D. EcoR gene. So B. tetracycline resistant gene is the correct option. We'll stop here, fine, and we'll continue in the next class. Keep studying. God bless you. Good luck. Take care.